Are you behind in your reading goal this year? If so, welcome, because we're in the club of we're also behind, but it's okay. And also somehow we're in the plan of it seems impossible that we're gonna reach it, but we're gonna try anyway, because denial is just the best medicine. And why face the facts now when we can face them in 15 days when we fail? Because that's what I'm doing. Because I'm 15 books behind on my reading goal and I have 15 days to read them. Is it possible? No. Should it be possible? No. Am I gonna try? Of course. So yes, this is my TBR and my obviously overly ambitious TBR, but at the same time I'm gonna try to be strategic about it. TBR type of thing to try to finish somehow and reach my goal of reading 100 books a year. A number that has no meaning and that, you know, we shouldn't be attached to our goals. And it's not about how much we read, but about how much we're enjoying the reading. I know that, you don't have to tell me, I know all those things, but I set myself a goal that I want to read 100 books. And I was doing so well for so much of the year that I don't want to give up now. Just reading slump and it's just, But anyway, I'm not gonna give up just yet. I will face the facts, if I have to, on the 31st, and not before. So yes. Welcome to my feeble but strong, mighty, courageous attempt at finishing my reading goal this year. So, do I have a normal TBR? No, I have a fortnight TBR. Do I have a normal TBR for a fortnight? Definitely not, because it's gonna be 15 books, definitely. The only way that I can manage this is through audiobooks. Like, I cannot read 15 physical books with a full-time job, even without a full-time job, in 15 days and celebrating Christmas and cooking and going, no. It's just not gonna happen. So we're gonna need audiobooks. Is it guaranteed that it's going to manage, that I'm going to manage without it? No. Am I going to also only read audiobooks? Well, no, because I also want to read physical books and I enjoy that. But the only way that it's gonna be possible is if I also add up audiobooks. And then maybe, like, I don't know, just reading a physical book in 2 days instead of one. So like half audiobook, half physical would already be crazy. So I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I know that I'm gonna try, and this is what this video is about. So let's talk strategy and let's talk options. First of all, let me tell you about what I'm reading currently. So I'm reading The Spanish Love Deception, which I'm absolutely loving. I'm liking this so much, which you would think is a good thing, because then it means I'm just gonna read it through really fast. But it's actually a semi-good thing, because I'm enjoying it so much that first of all, I procrastinate on reading it because I want it to be special. And second of all, I had the brilliant, and definitely brilliant, idea to annotate it because I thought I would love it. But that's really bad for my reading speed. But look at how satisfying this is. Oh my god, I love this so much. Anyway, so the good news is that I'm already on page 300. So I only have like 160 pages left. So finishing 160 pages in a day, this is doable. So this is already some, well, you would say that I've been reading this for 2 weeks, by the way. Let me preface this plan by saying, yeah, 2 weeks or more. Anyway. Then I'm also reading Planet Barbarians 2 on the Kindle, because yeah. And that one, I think I reached 53% this morning. So that's where I'm at. Thankfully that one is a lot shorter, but also normally how I do it is physical book during the day, Kindle at night, in the mornings when I'm in bed and I don't want to deal with a physical book, and audiobooks any other time that I can manage, whether it's commuting or cleaning, doing chores, anything. So obviously it's Christmas and I like Christmas and I like Christmas themed books and I like reading Christmas themed books during Christmas. Anyway, enough about that. So I'm gonna try to just use as many of the love, romance, Christmas themed books that Audible has on the library. So I definitely, like here already, I just like definitely this one. Whisked Away at Christmas also sounds really good and looks nice. Oh, this one's a series, that's cool. This is Nick and Noel's Christmas playlist. This one also looks really fun. And Along Came Holly, which also, all of these are just cute romances based, set in Christmas. So yeah, this could be fun. Then regarding ebooks, this one, Christmas Bookshop, just come on, please. And I also read the brief and it was, again, just a cute romance. That's what I'm in the mood for. And also, it's a lot easier to read those. They're also usually shorter and easier to just wolf down, basically. Love to Hate You, which is not Christmassy themed, but at the same time maybe I do need a break. I'm not sure. I have no idea what's gonna happen. But yeah, I do own this one, so it would be nice to also maybe read it. It's some type of enemies to lovers, so that's always nice. The other option would be to read one thing that I really want to read. I want to read Zodiac Academy number 5, which is not entirely true, because I also really don't want to read it. So basically I started reading the series March this year, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was just like, okay, the type of thing that was giving me Twilight vibes, in the sense of like very YA, very just, but at the same time intense and dark, and with all of the relationships that are going on. So it's like, okay, I like this. Anyway, so I was really enjoying it, and then I actually got quite hooked to it, and I read more and more and more. I was just like, okay, this is exactly what I want. And then there were some subplots, especially relationship types of subplots, that I was very invested in. And then something happened at the end of the 4th book that I have not been able to digest, assimilate, accept, nothing, none of that. I hate it. I hate it so much. I just cannot believe that that happened, and I just don't want to face life after that. I don't want to. I hope this is not a spoiler. I'm really trying not to say anything, but just, yeah, I think it's not a spoiler to say, because everyone says that these books are just painful, and why would you want to put yourself through that? So that's why I don't want to read it, except of course I need to read it, and I want to read it. And now the 8th book came out, and everyone was reading it, and everyone was crying, and I was just like, see, I shouldn't read them. Who wants to cry like that? And then they say that they're the best, it's one of the best books they have ever written, and I know me, and I know that it's because I care so much about relationships and character-driven books, and this type of very intense, high-stakes relationships, etc. That I think it's for me. I think I have to read them. So I could jump and read that one. Except, let me show you. This book is none less than, oh my god, it's more than I thought, 886 pages. So I cannot tell you and come here with a straight face and tell you that I'm going to read 15 books in 15 days during the Christmas period and choose an 800-page book. I can't. Because we know it's impossible. I know it's impossible. I would be proud to finish this book before the end of the year. Also because it's heavy and I don't know. Anyway, but I could potentially just crank it harder on the audiobooks and the physical, and just slightly, moderately, without aiming to finish it, just read the Kindle during the night. But of course this will thwart my progress, so unlikely to happen. But I had to say it because I know myself, and just sometimes I don't make the best decisions. I make the best decisions, just not the best decisions. Does it make sense? Do you get me? Anyway, let's move on now to the physical books, which is more fun and also easier for me because I can just show you. The first one would be, I mean, obviously finishing this one, but the next one would be this one, which something really cute happened because I knew about this book, and for my mom's birthday, I wanted to gift her something, but didn't know what, and I went on a same-day delivery type of thing, because I was a bit late for it, and they only had like a few books to choose from, and one of them was this one. It was like the only one I knew something about. It was like, I haven't read it yet, but I know it's really good because I've heard from you guys and like other booktubers, and it has really good reviews. I think my mom could use some sort of distraction because she only normally reads non-fiction, and so I gifted it to her on a whim, thinking she probably won't read it. And she started reading it and liking it and commenting things about it, so I was like, okay, I'll read it too. So we're officially reading it together, which is really cute. And then I went on a weekend away with her to Paris, which was absolutely lovely. I mean, just what a gift to travel with your mom, right? But there we decided to continue and just become buddies, like buddy readers, something like that. So we chose our next book, which is this one, and I said, okay, but let's make the commitment to then finish this one sort of fast and then read this one during Christmas, because it's about Noel. It's in French. I speak French, my mom as well, so it's definitely going to be a little bit more challenging because I don't read it as fast as English or something else, but definitely looking forward to this one. And at least it's really short, like really short. Not only is it small, but it's also short, like I think 200 pages, so this should make up for the fact that it's in French. And I actually has really good reviews. Yep. Still gonna enjoy it. Then another thing, don't get scared, I'm gonna show you a very big book, but there's a trick, okay? Don't get scared. Yeah, this one. Oh, what a beautiful copy. Oh my god. Anyway, this is the Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. And this is a beautiful copy from Waterstones. Oh my god, this was before before I started owning books, like this was just like, oh my god, I just can't. I was traveling, it's very inconvenient, but I'm gonna buy it anyway type of book. And this might have been one of the things that started me just really wanting to own beautiful books. So they're so pretty. Anyway, so now maybe it's not as impressive as other editions that I have from like really nice subscription boxes, which I love, but it's still very beloved. And I read this, but then I had to move and had to leave it behind, so I could not finish it on time, and I am here, so I have this much left. So that's the trick. I'm already on page 300, so this would also be an easier read of just having to read 200 pages. Of course, it is fantasy, it's heavier, and I read it a few years ago, so I definitely would need to freshen up. Hopefully it's possible. If I don't remember anything, I will not, but I do remember a lot, so hopefully this will be manageable. Then I was a lot less conscious about the length with these ones, but at the same time I had them last year and I really wanted to read them during the Christmas winter season, because I think that's where they're themed, and then I didn't, and I was like, damn it, now, you know, I'm gonna read them off season, well, or have to wait until next year, which is annoying. But the next year is here for Christmas again and I have not read them, so it's either now or next year. Anyway, it's this one, this series, The Bear and the Nightingale. I read that it's really cute. It's fantasy, there's romance in it, it's very whimsical and magical from my understanding, and I do own these beautiful copies of that I really want to read, and this is the other two. So am I committing to a full trilogy? I'm not sure if that's possible. This one seems decent, like it doesn't seem too thick, right? It's, how many pages is it? 300 pages. That's okay. Of course things always get longer, but not too long. 350 pages and 350 pages, more or less. I think this could be doable. Definitely a bit of a challenge, but all of it is a challenge already, and I don't really want to do this. So I'm definitely putting it on my TBR and going to prioritize this one. Can I finish this one in almost one sitting though? Because of course the problem is like, okay, 300 pages, maybe I could read this in how many hours? I don't know how long it takes me. But if I'm working 9 to 5, I have to get ready in the morning, I have to commute for 1 hour each way where I cannot really read, I have to then make dinner, like walk my dog, spend time with my partner. So if I read, like having just 1 hour to read, it's already very difficult for me. So I don't know how I'm going to have 5 or 9, or I don't know. But anyway, these ones will definitely go hand in hand with the audiobooks, and that's how I'm going to aim to finish one a day. Then I have just 2 more. First of all, I have a non-fiction and another romance. The next romance would be this one, which is Bridgerton number 4. I started reading the books before watching the series, but because the series was being created, so I am absolutely loving. Like, I think the show is a masterpiece. I love it so much. It makes me so happy. So I have read 1 to 3, but the next season, third season, is actually not going to be about the third book, it's going to be about the fourth book, so I have to read this one. And honestly, I also would like to just read all of them before watching, which likely not going to happen, but at least this one. But because I can tell that probably I'm missing a lot of clues, and or maybe getting tiny spoilers even from season 1 about just story plot lines that are in further books that they just bring to the first season. So it would be nice to know the whole story, but at the very least reading this one could be cute. And this is romance, which again also easier. It's 300, it's a bit longer than I thought. It's 360 something pages, but yeah, it's romance. It's also set on a Regency era, which makes it really fun to read. I actually really like that style of writing. I know it's not for everyone, but it's also slower to read because it's more convoluted and just, I don't know, but it could be fun. I definitely put it here as one of my, because you know what, I wanted to read so many romances, like the ones that I've chosen for ebooks and audiobooks, but I have them here. The problem is that I think that they're all highly anticipated reads, and especially with non-special editions, like I wouldn't do it with this one, or I wouldn't do it with this ones, but just paperbacks that I buy that are normally romance, I just really, if I think I'm gonna enjoy it, I really want to annotate them like this. I'm enjoying this so much, the interaction, the swooning, the marking my favorite spots, the satisfaction of seeing it after, the potential of rereading it with my notes. I'm really enjoying annotating this type of books, so I want to do that, but I don't have the time. If I start a book that I want to annotate, I will not make it. I know that. But anyway, the last book that I want to mention in my TBR is this one, which is Marie Kondo book, which is not her, like the first book. It's about the happiness after I don't know exactly, I don't know what it means, but I think it's a more in-depth actual tutorials sometimes, and I think that this is a very appropriate non-fiction book to read towards this time of the year, because I do, like, you know, want to start next year, and just not that you need to wait for the 1st of January, but it's also good to just take it in stride and just try to start with the house fresh, with new goals, with everything organized, and maybe this would be inspiring. Definitely though, there's a lot more text than I thought, so we'll see. But I think it's also a type of book that you can read maybe through chapters, not like back to back. I don't know, I will see. But anyway, this is my TBR. Thank you so much for watching. Wish me all the luck. I will be vlogging some of it. I am planning to do a readathon soon. So next, I think I will start it after this. So I will like 24-hour readathon of just reading for 24 hours and stopping the timer, just to get through some of these physical books. And also I've been blogging. I'm doing the 22 last days of 2022, where I've been putting up a video every single day for the last 22 days of the year, where it's either mostly likely a vlog and then also me trying to do something specific, where I try to just finish the goals that I had for the year 2022 that I did not finish. So just giving them the last push so that I can finish the year knowing that I have accomplished something, or at least try my best. So yeah, one of my challenges is actually posting one on YouTube, so that's why I'm challenging myself to do one video a day for the last 22 days, but also definitely included the reading, also some other projects that I have, something related to my career, etc. So definitely tune in if you want to see more of that. But I will be doing a video exclusively about reading, a readathon type of vlog, so hopefully I'll see you in that one. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye and happy holidays!